Hello, everybody. Welcome, Little Rusty Buckets. This was not supposed to happen. I was not supposed to record this video from home. However, all the videos that I recorded yesterday, I had the wrong mic equipped. So the one that is across the room was recording my audio. So do me a favor and drop a like and hype this video to compensate for my pain. I want to talk about Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons today because the Pistons are now on I believe it's like a 15 game win streak. Let me actually go confirm the specifics of that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they have won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it is 13 straight games. That includes 3 games without Cade Cunningham. And I did a video that came out earlier today about every NBA team's biggest weakness, but I watched their game versus the Bucks and their game versus their Pacers, which I believe is the last two. It's the last 2 games that they played. And my weakness that I highlighted for them is, of course, shot creation outside of Cade Cunningham, specifically perimeter shot creation. And while I do still think that ultimately they need to improve upon that area in order to become a legit bona fide contender, where I'm like, yeah, I could even see them beating OKC in some kind of circumstance. You're definitely going to need extra punch in that category. But I probably should have given more credit to the fact that the shot creation and the overall scoring is better when everybody is available. Jaden Ivey just came back, so he provides that. Tobias Harris just came back. He at least theoretically provides a little bit of that. Certainly, at least he can hit some 3 pointers, which has been a problem for this team. And Jalen Duren has also just added a lot more of a self-creating aspect to his game. Still overwhelmingly a play finisher more than anything else, but he is doing it so prolifically that, like, across the board, also with Karis LeVert here, like, there is enough scoring beyond Cade that they're fucking phenomenal defense. And Cade Cunningham, arguably playing at a superstar level, is enough to get the job done. And that is what I want to specifically hone in on in this video today, because for me, I have a pretty strict definition of what I think a superstar is. If you're familiar with my content at all, I've described this multiple times over, but I don't look at it as like a status of celebrity in the same way that some people do. Like, you're not a superstar if you're not really well known. I think a superstar, at least what the term means to me, is you can be the best player on a championship team. Not necessarily that you provably are, but that at the very least, I believe myself personally that it is doable. And Cade Cunningham has been on that borderline for me for a while now. And there is an inefficiency to his game that makes it harder to, like, be like, oh yeah, he has officially got there. The other thing is that, like, I need to see it proven in the playoffs. And while Cade had a pretty good series against the New York Knicks last year, I wouldn't say it was phenomenal. He shot 18% from 3. He averaged 5.5 turnovers to 8.7 assists. 3 stocks as well, which is actually kind of nuts. But I do need to see superstar level play in the playoffs before I am giving this label to anyone definitively. So I'm not going to say in this video that Cade is definitively a superstar, because that is the ultimate testing ground. But in terms of just like my personal headcanon of, has he reached that caliber of play? Has he reached, not necessarily being up there with the top 5 players in the league right now, because the top 5 in the NBA right now is fucking insane. It's one of the most insane top 5s in league history. I've talked about that a good amount as well. But outside of Wemby, Shea, Luca, Giannis, and Jokic, I think Cade has an argument that he could be the next best player in the NBA after those guys. So far this year, he is putting up averages of 27 points per game, 9.5 assists, 2 stocks. But of course, the 3-point shooting has been concerning. He is shooting 28% from outside so far. In this Milwaukee Bucks game, he was really efficient on his jumpers. He went 3 for 6 from outside, felt like he didn't really miss from outside. I guess I should also mention he's averaging 6 rebounds. It's not that great for a 6'8" point guard or 6'6" point guard, but it's something, because he's had a couple of near triple doubles, and he had a goddamn 46-point triple double against the Wizards in that game where he missed 31 shots. That is the thing for me. The jump shot is the ultimate deciding factor for Cade Cunningham being that guy, because when his jump shot is going in, it feels undeniable. It feels like there is no question in that category because he's a phenomenal playmaker. He's really good when he goes downhill. He's a really good ball handler, and he is a bruiser. Like, he's not the most athletic guy in the world. Like, he doesn't have some crazy vertical. He doesn't have some crazy burst or change of direction type shit. But he's big and he's smart and he is calculated with his drives in a way that he was not earlier on in his career, which kind of undercut that aspect of his game. The mid-range game as well. I'm actually entirely unsure of what he is shooting from mid-range this year. I believe last year he was pretty damn good. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's hitting his mid-range shots this year. He's at 47% from 10 to 16 feet and 50% on long twos from 16 feet to the three-point line, which is up 6% from last year. The 10 to 16 foot range is the exact same. His floater range shots are down a little bit, but he has the mid-range game. He has the finishing. He has the playmaking, and he is also a much improved defensive player this year. That has probably been the biggest change to his game in between seasons. Same thing goes for Jalen Duren. As of right now, the Pistons have the fourth best defense in the NBA. But what's shocking, they have the eighth best offense. And that is really where the superstar thing comes into play to me, because this is a roster that is really not that amazing on the offensive side of the ball, aside from Cade Cunningham. Like, there's a lot of solid to pretty good offensive players on this team, but there's not really a guy who's like, oh yeah, bona fide all-star level impact on the offensive end. Obviously, Jalen Duren has been doing that to an extent this year, but not quite at a, like, I don't know, top 15 player in the league caliber. Nowhere near that. And for the most part, for a top offense in the NBA, you need two guys who are like really fucking good on the offensive end. And a matter of fact, let's just go to the top offenses in the NBA this year. Let me see. Advanced stats, offensive rating. Yeah, Denver is the top one. They have Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's been playing like an all-star this year. Houston has Kevin Durant and Şengün. OKC has Shea, and then like Chet has also been playing very, very good this year. New York, not that he's not that much better than Durant, so I don't know. I guess depends how you quantify it. New York has Cat and Brunson. Boston being this good in offense is actually kind of crazy. I didn't know they were fifth in offensive rating. That's wild. Toronto, Ingram and Scotty Barnes is not the craziest top two players in the league, but they really play super well as a team. Like, the Spurs have Fox. They had Dylan Harper earlier in the year, and then obviously Wemby. Minnesota has Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards. It's just hard to be this good on the offensive end if, like, the gap between your number one player and your number two player is as wide as it is on the Pistons. And then even out beyond that with the role players on this team, like, not trying to undercut that there's like some solid offensive players on this team. Karis LeVert's pretty good. Tobias Harris is all right. And then Jalen Duren, again, has been awesome this year. Duncan Robinson has been a perfect replacement for Malik Beasley on the offensive end. Isaiah Stewart's hitting his threes this year. Asar Thompson has taken on some extra ball handling responsibility, which has mostly worked out pretty well. Danish Jenkins has been quite the revelation. He's a really big piece for this team now. He's awesome. Jaden Ivey, through 2 games, he's been all right. He hasn't done anything special, but he hasn't been bad neither. He was good in the Bucks game. Didn't really stand out to me as much in the Pacers game, but like, there's enough here that if Cade Cunningham is playing at just this insane level, which he is, you can ultimately still be a top 10 offense in the league. And then they've made this improvement on the defensive end. So, like I said, I will have to wait until the playoffs. So I'm like, yes, for sure. I'm really getting there. I'm really at the point where I'm like, Cade Cunningham might be the 6th best player in the NBA, possibly. Obviously, that is with the caveat that Jason Tatum is not playing right now. But I mean, shit. He could be better than Jason Tatum. Definitely leaps and bounds better as a playmaker. And even though he's not a good 3-point shooter, at least he doesn't take as many dumbass threes as Jason Tatum does. I don't know why this camera keeps like tilting around. Whatever. Detroit also. Detroit, dude, they're 15-2. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Like, I get they're in the East, so the East is easier. They haven't had the craziest competition relative to like what the West looks like. But a 13-game win streak is fucking bonkers. And I am at the point where I do feel like they are going to finish as the top seed in the East. The East has been such a mixed bag. So different from what I anticipated. Yeah, I don't know. Basketball is fun. The Pistons are awesome. Cade Cunningham's awesome. And that's my take.